Can I really forgive a game for taking 2 minutes to load the main menu? Well, here's hoping. I've followed the development of Shopkeep 2 for a long time. I loved its predecessor and looked forward to it being a fantastic game. It took years to be fully released, so it must be a polished masterpiece by now, right? Well, not exactly. It's buggy, rude, and convoluted. There's 2 storages for money when it should have just been 1. Customers can say some pretty horrible things if you offer them a bad deal. And every tutorial shows you the same video of flipping off a customer for some reason. The town really feels like there's living people in it. NPCs talk to one another, you can wander around and catch conversations after closing up shop for the day. That is, if you're at rank 2. The initial town feels barren and lifeless, and even at rank 2, your shop is so out of the way that you barely get to see people walk by. NPC dialogue is just downright weird sometimes. Who in the world starts a conversation with smells? While their written dialogue can be a bit weird, and their deadpan stares when you interact with them is a bit unsettling, the voice actors are really something wonderful. They're bubbly and fun, excited and full of emotion, which is rare in a game like this. It makes it rewarding and enjoyable to hear your customers finding a good deal and celebrating on their way out. The crafting is improved from the first game a lot. Instead of having to force items into a pot and hope for the best, I'm told a recipe's ingredients, choose the recipe, and give it some time to craft. The combat, well, it's there. I can see why the initial quest tells you to buy a bow, because ranging enemies is what makes the combat shine. Fights are exciting with bows. Kiting an enemy around, charging up a shot, and slowly bringing it down feels great. The melee combat leaves a few things to be desired, so I'd suggest sticking away from it unless you get some kind of fancy or cool melee weapon you want to try. There's a world to explore outside the city walls, people to network with, and other shopkeeps to learn from. My first time stepping out and exploring was genuine fun. The combat is a bit rough, but the feeling of adventure from roaming around and discovering new places is definitely here. You can see how likely it is for a customer to enter your shop with your shop appeal. Your appeal increases when you clean your shop, and based on the variety of items that you have up for sale. Which does mean I should probably be selling more than just this one item, but you know. The game hasn't seen an update since last year, so what you see is what you get. But what you get is a whole lot more than the reviews give it credit for. Shopkeep 2 is a laid-back, relaxing game about making a nice, happy shop. It has its flaws and issues, but there's much more here than just a mixed rating. Personally, I like Shopkeep 1 a bit more than its sequel, with the addition of a town that you participate in building, as well as visible goals aside from just improving your shop, gives me a reason to return. It's not the kind of game I can sit for hours and play, but it's an enjoyable experience of owning and expanding a shop. So long as you mind the bugs, it's definitely worth a shot. Do you know a game that deserves better than its reviews? Put it down in the comments and it could be the next video.